Oh, I started maybe 3, 4 months ago, 5 maybe, and I love it. The people are so wonderful, and it just makes you feel good to be helping people who are in need.
It's fun, it's educational, it's very good for people who are starving, and it's a good thing to have people here to give away the food. I love it. It makes me feel good every week to come here and help people that are starving.
Well, I'm just really happy to be here. There's so much need in our community anymore, and it just makes me feel good to have involvement down here.
The people here are great. I enjoy the senior citizens, love the kids. And usually I get hugs, but because of the flu, can't give hugs today. God has really blessed us here.
I love it. It makes me feel so good to be able to help. Here you are.
I find it very fulfilling also, and it's something, giving back. It's getting to a point where there's more and more need, and it's hard times for a lot of people.
There you go. One of the most rewarding incidents for me was when a young father with 2 young boys stood in front of me with tears in his eyes and told me he didn't know how he was going to feed his boys. And when I told him I could help him, it was such a relief to him. It just made the difference to me to know that I was really, truly helping people. He had just got out of the hospital and he couldn't work, and he didn't know what he was going to do. So it did mean a lot.
Oh, it's wonderful. I just volunteer because I feel like food is very important to people, and I've had, gotten food myself from here a couple times, 2, 3 times, and my daughter has, and she was pregnant, and it's just awesome that there's a place where you can go and get food. And I'm trying to give back to the community. It's wonderful, and these ladies and volunteers are wonderful, men and women. But they're great, and people need to know that there's some place where they can go. And the kids, the babies are wonderful.
Like I said, I've been here for 8 years, a little over, and I'm the director, and Bobby and I, we're co-directors here now. And I first got involved, I came here, a lady friend of mine called and needed a ride to the food pantry. I said, food pantry, what's that? So I went and picked her up, brought her, and I thought, well, you know what? Maybe they could use a volunteer, figuring maybe a couple, 3 times a month or something like that there. I've been here ever since then when they have a day off. Okay, same here. And so I've been here ever since then. The need is great in here.
I've volunteered, and then I took a break, and I'm back again, and it's scary though, because I've seen it where we might have maybe only 20 on a Friday to where we're into the hundreds now, and it just shows the sign of the times, that we're needed. So you just got to do what you got to do, but for the grace of God go I. Been there, I know what it's like. So you get in a mental state that you feel helpless, and I'm never going to get out of this. I'm never going to get out of it. But if you have somebody that takes the time, like our directors and Bobby and Sarah, and if you take the time to guide, then they'll know where to go. Even people like the Allens, I'm sure they not toot their own horn, but they tell other people what they're doing, and maybe that will inspire somebody else because of how they're handling it. It's people like the Allens that donate and their time, and they're obviously smiling. They seem to be doing what they are comfortable with and what they're feeling good about. So the people like the Allens that do donate, it does make a difference, a big difference.
And Mr. and Mrs. Allen and Mr. Asher, is it? Mr. Asher, he called and said the Allens want to do something for the poor, and they have done this before. I guess it's around this time of the year, right? Particularly because there's such an increased need. And he said, can you help us, direct us where there is need? And so.
Well, this time of year and in these hard times, really it's important for us all to step up and do a little bit. Well, really we're all connected, and it's just recognizing it. I mean, my wife Nina has always been the one to inspire good in people around her, including me, and I think the reality is we're all connected. We just have to realize it and step up and help those that need a hand when they need a hand. You know, we've all had a hand one time or another from somebody. I know I have, and we would like to, if we can put our hand out to help somebody that needs it. It really is a blessing and a great gratification to do that. It's important, it really is important, but the real heroes are the people that are here day in, day out, the people at Catholic Charities that do everything that they can to help the poor and help people that need to be helped, and we're just glad to do a little part, you know, and hopefully they'll make their job a little bit easier.
It's amazing. It really is amazing, and it makes you feel so good to be able to help out, especially right now at this time of the year. I really like these type of events, like what we did last year for the flood victims at Strongbow. We provided a lot of meals for those people. That was really nice because we got to actually meet them and go around and talk to them. And it's also nice to help out in other ways, like with the United Way, but the connection here is much better feeling.
I don't know what's going on with our society now, but if we don't all stick together and help each other, we're all lost.